Let's go to page 307 and let's do number 1. So you have the long division. You have x squared plus 5x plus 6 divided by x plus 2. Okay, so you can look at the first term. So you need to get x over here. X times x will give you x squared. And then you have to distribute. Okay, and then you put parentheses minus. So you got 3x and you drop that. Okay, and so now you continue the process. So to get here you need to have a 3. Right? 3 times x will give you 3x and plus 6. Draw the line, subtract and come out exactly. So your answer will be x plus 3. Okay, let's go to number 3. You have an x squared minus x minus 12 divided by x minus 4. Okay, so the first term you need to have is the x. So when you distribute, you get x squared, and this will give you minus 4x. Okay, so go and draw the line, put parentheses, minus. First term is always cancel out. So you got negative 1. I can just look at the coefficient. So negative 1 minus negative 4. So minus negative 4 becomes plus 4. So negative 1 plus 4 will give you positive 3. Then you drop the next term. And so you can look over here. So here, in order to get that, you need to times it by 3. And remember, this always go down in order, always. Okay, so when you multiply, you get 3x minus 12. Put in parentheses, subtract, you get 0. So come out exactly. So answer would be x plus 3. Let's go to number 5. In number 5, you have 6x squared plus 5x minus 6, and you divide it by 3x minus 2. Okay, so in order to get 6, you need to get 2. In order to get x squared, you need to get x. Right? So when you multiply, you get 6x squared minus 4x. Draw the line, put in parentheses, subtract. So first term is always cancel out. So 5 minus negative 4 will give you positive 9. Then you drop the next one. So 3x, you need to times it by 3. Right? 3x times 3 will give you 9x. And this will give you minus 6. Put in parentheses, subtract, and come out exactly. So the answer will be 2x plus 3. Okay, let's go to number 7. You have 15v squared plus 19v plus 10 divided by 5v minus 7. Okay, so look at the first term. So in order to divide, you need to get 3. Okay, so this I need to get 3v. So when you multiply 3 times 5, 15, v times v squared. Right? And the next term, when you multiply, you get minus 21v. Okay? And so put parentheses around that, subtract. So you got 19 minus negative 21, it becomes 40v. And you drop the next one. And now you look at this one over here. So 5 times 8 will give you 40, right? And they can always go down in order. This was v to the 1 power, so the next one will be no v. Okay, so when you multiply, you get 40v minus 56. Okay, subtract. And this cancel out. This will give you 66. Okay, so your answer would be 3v plus 8. This is a positive, so it would be plus 66 over 5v minus 7. So you just put these over these. Okay, okay, so that's it for number 7. Let's do number 9. Okay, number 9 is in the wrong order, so you have to put in the correct order first. So it would be 6x squared plus x minus 15 divided by 2x minus 3. Okay, so over here you need to get 3x. So when you multiply, you get 6x squared minus 9x. Okay. Draw the line, put in parentheses, subtract. So first term always cancel out. Now you got 1 minus negative 9. So minus negative 9 become plus 9. So 1 plus 9 will give you 10. Okay, then you drop the next one. So now look at these two terms over here. So you need to get plus 5. Right, so when you multiply, 5 times 2x will give you 10x. 5 times negative 3 will give you minus 15. And this one will come out exactly. So answer will be 3x plus 5. Okay, let's go to 11. Again, 11 is in the wrong order, so you have to put in the correct order. So you got negative. Notice the negative have to go with the term, right? So negative 4x3. And this one has a missing term, so you need missing a square. So minus, so it'll be plus 0x squared plus ax plus 10. So that's a missing term, so you have to put in 0 or leave a blank space. And you're going to divide by 2 minus x. So when you put in the correct order, it will be negative x plus 2. So watch out for the signs. Watch out for positive negatives. Okay, so over here, in order to get that, okay, the negatives already take care of it. So you need to get 4x squared. Okay, you can double check. So when you multiply, so you get negative, so sign, number, alphabet, right? And this one plus 8x squared. Put parentheses, subtract. So 0 minus 8 will give you negative 8. Okay, you drop the next one. So you can look over here. So you need to get 8, right? So you need to get 8 because you have the negative rate. So plus 8. And notice, again, this always go down in order. So if you have x squared, the next one will be x. Okay? So when you multiply, this will give you negative, the sign, then the number, and the alphabet. Right? And this one would be plus 16x. So put parentheses, subtract. So 8 minus 16 will give you negative 8. And you drop the next one. So over here, you need to get plus 8. Again, look over here. Again, you always go down in order, right? X to the 2, x to the 1, and x to the 0, which means no x. Okay, so when you multiply, this will give you minus ax plus 16. Draw the line, put in parentheses, subtract. Okay, so 10 minus 16 will give you negative 6. So your answer would be 4x squared from here. Right, 4x squared plus ax plus 8. And this is a negative, so it would be minus 6 over negative x plus 2. Okay. Again, do not cancel out the negative because this negative is for the whole thing. This negative is only for the x. Okay, so there are different things, so do not cancel it out. So just leave the way it is. Okay, let's go to 13. Okay, so this one is just arrange alphabetical. So 6a squared plus 5ab plus b squared divided by 2a plus 3b. So just focus on the first term. So to get 6, you need to multiply by 3. To get to a squared, you need to have an a. Okay. So when you multiply, you get 6a squared. This one you get plus 9ab. So you subtract. So 5 minus 9 will give you negative 4. You drop the next term. So over here, so look at the first the sign. So you need to get negative. The number you need to get 2. The alphabet you already have an A, so you need a B. Okay. So just kind of compare. So compare the first term. So now you go and multiply. So negative 4ab, and this becomes minus 6b squared. Subtract. Okay, so first term always cancel out. So you got 1. Again, no number means it's 1. So 1 minus negative 6, it becomes 7. Okay, so your answer would be 3a minus 2b, and this is a positive, so it would be plus 7b squared over 2a plus 3b. So you can, whatever remainder, you put over the divisor, and that is your the fraction part. Okay, let's go to 15. Okay, you have division. You have a to the 3 minus 8. So a to the 3, that's not square, so you have to put down 0a squared plus 0a minus 8. So you can, there are missing term, you have to leave a space for it. So you can either leave a blank space, or you can put down, like what I did, put down 0a squared, 0a. Okay, and you're going to divide by a minus 2. So the first term, you need to have an a squared. So a squared times a give you a cubed, and this one you get minus 2a squared. Put in parentheses, subtract. So 0 minus negative 2 will give you positive 2. Okay, and you drop the next one. And this one you need to get 2a. So plus 2a. Again, notice this always goes down in order, right? So when you multiply, you get 2a squared minus 4a. Subtract. So 0 minus negative 4 will give you positive 4. And you drop the next one. And so now from here, you're going to need to have a plus 4. Right, so when you multiply, you get 4a minus 8. Subtract, you get 0, so come out exactly. So your answer would be a squared plus 2a plus 4. Okay, let's go to 17. Okay, so 17 you have x to the 3. Now there is no x to the 2, so you need to write down 0x to the 2, or you can leave a blank space, either way, minus ax minus 15, and divide by x minus 4. Okay, so first term you need to get x squared, so you multiply, you get x to the 3, multiply, you get minus 4x squared, draw the line, parentheses, subtract, 0 minus negative 4 will give you positive 4, and this one over here you need to get 4x, right? So plus 4x. Again, look over here, again, this always go down in order, right? So multiply, you get 4x squared minus 16x, subtract. So negative a minus negative 16 becomes plus. So negative a plus 16 will give you positive ax. Okay, so you drop the next one. Okay, so next term you need to have is 8. So notice again it goes down in order, right? Always. So you get ax minus 32. Put parentheses, subtract. So negative 15 minus become plus. So negative 15 plus 32 will give you positive 17. So your answer would be x squared. Right, so from here, x squared plus 4x plus 8. And your remainder is positive 17, so it would be plus 17 over x minus 4. Right, and just put this over this. And that's it for number 17. Okay, let's go to 19. So number 19, you have x to the 4 plus 2x to the 3 minus x squared minus 2x plus 4. So double check, make sure you copy the problem correctly. Okay, that's correct. And you're going to divide it by x squared plus x minus 1. So you can look at these two terms over here. So this need to multiply something to get that. So you need to get x squared, right? X squared times x squared give you x to the 4. So when you multiply, you get x to the 4 plus x to the 3 minus x to the 2. Okay, put in parentheses, subtract. Okay, so 2 minus 1 give you 1, right? And this one you get 0, and this one you drop, right? After you subtract, you drop. So this would be like 0. Okay. So now you look at the next one. You need to multiply by x, right? So when you multiply, you're going to get x to the 3 plus x squared minus x. In parentheses, subtract. So 0 minus 1 will give you negative 1. Negative 2 minus 1 will give you, this become plus 1, so it would be minus x. And you drop the next one. So the next one you need to have is minus 1. Okay, so minus 1. So that way when you multiply, okay, when you multiply these, you're going to get negative x squared minus x plus 1. Draw the line. Subtract. So all this cancel out. So 4 minus 1 will give you 3. So that's your remainder. So now your final answer would be, so from here, you're going to get x squared plus x minus 1. And from the remainder, it would be plus 3 over x squared plus x minus 1. Right? Just put these over these. Okay, so that's number 19. Okay, let's do 21. Here, x to the 4 plus 3x to the 3 plus 6x to the 2 plus 5x minus 5. And you want to divide it by x squared plus 2x plus 3. So again, you look at the first term. Okay, so you need to get x squared over here. So that way when you multiply, the first term will match. So x squared times x squared give you x to the 4. Next one plus 2x to the 3. Next one plus 3x squared. Okay, put in parentheses, subtract, cancel out. 3 minus 2 give you 1. 6 minus 3 give you 3. And then you drop the next term. So now next one, you need to get x. So when you multiply, you get x to the 3 plus 2x squared plus 3x. Put in parentheses, subtract. So 3 minus 2 will give you 1. 5 minus 3 will give you 2. Then you drop the next one. Okay, so the next one you need to have is 1. So plus 1. So when you multiply, you get x squared plus 2x plus 3. Draw the line. Put in parentheses, subtract. So this cancel out, cancel out. Negative 5 minus 3 will give you negative 8. So your answer would be x squared plus x plus 1 from up here. Okay? And then you have minus 8, right? It's minus 8, right? So minus 8 over x squared plus 2x plus 3. Okay? And this would be your answer.